Alrighty everyone, welcome back. We are now getting closer to the very end of October of 2023, and there's been a lot of things going on within the Hollywood bubble. We are seeing before our very own eyes all the trouble that Disney has been dealing with the upcoming The Marvels, as well as their upcoming Snow White live-action remake, and how they are now going to be competing with the Daily Wire's take starring Britt Cooper. But there's also a lot of drama stirring up around and between Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Rock, Will Smith, and others related to Jada Pinkett's family itself. And this all, by the way, is rooted to her new book called Worthy, which is really kickstarting all of this nonsense drama. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, one thing about Jada Pinkett Smith that I think that we can all agree on here is that she is a pathological liar. She almost seemingly has Will Smith trapped in this marriage and trapped in this whole relationship for some unknown reason that we are currently unaware about. Something is definitely going on within, of course, that family between both Will and Jada. But one thing about Jada Pinkett is that she has been unraveling a lot of revelations in her new book Worthy, and she's not going to stop there. She has been very much forward and direct about her plans for the future and how she's not going to stop with these books. So let's tap into exactly what she had to say and how she responded to the backlash from the public and from everyone outside of the Hollywood bubble, alright? Because we know that Jada Pinkett is getting a lot of heat. She's getting a lot of backlash based on what she has been saying about Chris Rock and what she actually revealed in the book Worthy, and how she's really saying all of these different things in order to make her book sell. So let's move on. Now, on top of all of that, with Jada Pinkett Smith endlessly promoting her new book called Worthy, which drops revelations related to both her and Will's personal life and even taps into the slap situation at the Oscars, she has received much backlash by the public recently for starting up drama again around Chris Rock. One major development has to do with her bold and direct response to everyone by delivering the following. First off, I want to thank all my loyal followers for understanding my current position in life that has not been easy at all. I think everyone deserves to know the truth about myself and Will and some of the choices that I have made, and to see a level of backlash coming directly at me is not only insulting, it is absolutely rude and flat out a simple-minded individual would do. I think everyone gets the wrong idea that celebrities are not human beings and that we live different lives. But the truth is, we don't, and that's what my book really covers. It's a great way for the public to understand the role of someone in the spotlight that deals with these struggles both publicly and personally, and to see a amount of people revolting and not accepting my side of the story is disgusting. It's not fair to me, not to Will, and certainly not to my children. And I think if those filled with anger would take the time to adopt to a more understanding attitude, it would really change one's mind how my family operates within, and what the extent my personal troubles really went to, both in the public eye and behind the curtains. Now guys, I don't know about you, before I get to the next big thing that she talks about, does she not sound like she is playing the victim card here? Does she not sound like she is trying to create some form of a pitch for you to go out and buy her book? I say absolutely yes. This is 100% playing the victim. It is 100% a pitch to kind of upsell the book, to get people interested in what Hollywood life is like within and how it is within the Smith family. And, you know, she keeps saying how the public view celebrities as different operating people than the regular normal people out there that work day-to-day jobs, right? And she really seems like she's trying desperately to connect to regular people out there that are not on the celebrity status, not in the Hollywood bubble or anything like that, in show business per se, you know, to that high level of status. So I think it 100% is, like I said before, it's a desperate grasp at getting people to go out and buy her book, and I would not be surprised if at the end of the day, people read this book and it doesn't really get the greatest reception, and her follow-ups don't move forward and they fall through. So let's, get on to the next thing that Pinkett Smith actually taps into about Will, her thoughts about the public, because it only gets worse moving on forward from all of here. So she goes on to elaborate again. I think that we can say that Chris is moving on, but he really shouldn't have made additional jokes about us or Will after what had happened at the Oscars. That's all I can really say right now. Worthy is just the beginning, and I will be addressing more of my emotions to those that are opposed to my family, myself, and most certainly my image in the spotlight. Oh, there she goes again, you see. I think everyone needs to hear the truth about everyone and everything related to both me, Will, Chris, and also the rest of my family, and how they reacted and felt to the public's view of Will and me. People are seriously overreacting to everything when they don't know what celebrity life is like. Now guys, again, here she goes, talking about celebrity life, talking about how it's so challenging to deal with, blah 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 blah. It's all nothing more than a pitch to get people out there to buy this book. And that's exactly what it is. Now, Pinkett Smith, we all have to remember, she is a manipulator. She will say whatever she has to say to kind of turn people's emotions. I'm not defending Will Smith by any means, but she definitely did do this with Will. Not just recently, but many, many years ago. This has been an ongoing pattern throughout all of his life with Jada Pinkett, and it's not a big surprise at all in the least. Now, she goes on to conclude, my future projects, I think, are going to make everyone understand that all better. So I suggest everyone start off with Worthy to be introduced to this lifestyle, both before and during it. Now, again, I mean, she's really concluding things there. Check out my new book, Worthy. Go check it out if you want to understand this or that, or if you want to be exposed to these revelations about Will or myself. That's basically what it turns out to be. This is nothing more than a desperate sale pitch to get this book lifted off shelves into the hands of others. That's really what it's all about. And I think at the same exact time, this is only going to bring more heat on Jada Pinkett Smith. This is exactly why I think she's also getting a lot of backlash, is because she's going on all these talk show hosts shows, all these radio shows, all of these podcasts, really trying to get this book out there, promoting it to like there's no tomorrow, basically. That's what she's doing. She's really pushing this thing out there to make sure that it's really going to be something that level of a bestseller book worldwide. She really wants to make it go out there. So, again, I think that Will Smith, something is keeping him in this relationship, something is keeping him in this marriage. We don't know why, but there most certainly is something going on over there behind the scenes that nobody will ever be aware about until Will Smith either comes forward and states it out before she does in a new book. I think that might even be another role playing into this. Maybe she's telling him, stay in this relationship, stay in this marriage, or else I'm going to reveal those revelations in the next book. Who knows what's going on in the Smith family, right? So I would like to hear what you all have to say about this scenario below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.